Hello everybody, it's Alex Penwing here. I just thought I would talk quickly before I head out into Manchester for two of the reasons that I'm heading into Manchester today. The first is that I'm going to go and help a friend set up the CND stall at a conference. I'm not a member of CND. I probably should be, my sympathies certainly lie that way, but there's only so much time I've got, unfortunately, and so much money I've got. CND is the Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament. That looked great, didn't it? Basically they're wanting to see disarmament of nuclear weapons from Britain and on a global scale. Ultimately they'd like to see the end of nuclear power as well, and they're also campaigning against mass biological chemical weapons as well. So, like I say, yeah, my sympathies certainly lie that way. Nuclear weapons, bad thing. The nuclear club is growing, but those that are joining it are not necessarily the most stable of countries, and they're all saying that it's there for a deterrent. They wouldn't actually use it at any point. So why are you wasting our fucking money? We don't need Trident. We don't need Son of Star Wars, George bloody Bush. Nobody needs them. They do need rethinking. The government last year spent God knows how many billion approved the spending of God knows how many billion on replacing Trident. We're not going to use it. No one else is going to attack us with nuclear weapons. It's not what's going to happen. Everyone knows that it's just too big a thing. If they do it, so will everybody else. Mutually assured destruction. I'm sorry, that's not an outcome I want. So, yeah, I'm going along giving my friend a hand with the CND stall, just setting it up. I certainly won't be, well, I don't think I'll be actually working on it. So yes, that's the first reason I'm going in. The second reason I'm going in is the farmers market, I hope. I tried to go last week, but it wasn't on last week, which confused me because they talk about the second and fourth weekends of a month. They describe weekends as being Friday, Saturday. Last weekend was the second Friday, Saturday of the month. So I'm assuming therefore that it's on this weekend, which is obviously Good Friday, Easter Saturday, Easter Monday, and so on, Easter Sunday even. So yes, I'm going to that. Got my organic cotton t-shirt on from Next. Yep. Yeah. And now I like farmers markets. As I've probably mentioned before, I'm a member of the local Friends of the Earth group, and we're actually campaigning for a local farmers market in Warrington. Now, farmers markets are good for several reasons. First of all, it's local farmers selling goods direct to the customers. They're not being shipped off to a central warehouse where they're being covered in vacuum foil and shipped back out to the main supermarkets. It's local produce at local abattoirs, prepared by local people. Very legal gentleman-esque, isn't it really? But they tend to treat the meat properly. The stuff you get in supermarkets isn't hung and the flavour allowed to develop. It's injected with water. It's just not not properly looked after. Whereas farmers market, it is. It's generally animals that have been well reared. If they're not actually organic, then they're usually following a lot of the principles of organic farming. Oftentimes the only reason they're not is because there's one problem somewhere in the chain. Say the abattoir isn't organically certified anymore, or the farm is too near something which isn't organically certified, or specifically not organic. But they follow the same principles. Animals have room to roam. They eat a good diet, and all that makes a massive difference in the taste of the meat. Absolutely massive difference. I raved about it earlier, the piece of pork I had from there the other day for Mother's Day. It's pork fillet stuffed with sausage meat wrapped in bacon. The most gorgeous piece of pork I've ever had. Absolutely fantastic meat. I tend to get all my sausages from there, burgers from there. They're tastier. They're more expensive, but they're tastier. And as I say, they've not travelled miles and miles and miles to get here, saving on the carbon stuff, which is always a good thing. So yeah, Friends of the Earth in Mornington is campaigning for a farmers market in Mornington. Looks like most people are accepting the idea, just finalising the bits at the moment and finding the producers. But in the meantime, I have to go to Manchester, and they are well worth checking out. I do highly recommend that you go. Please, come on, try it. It's nice. It's fun. So, like I say, I've got to go. Actually, I've got about an hour left, but I'm not going to fill that up with YouTube. So, doodle pips.